Hello everybody, welcome back to Cloud Wars Minute. You give us 3 minutes and we will give you some unique insights into the greatest growth market the world has ever known. Today's episode is brought to you by HVR. Don't be held hostage by siloed data. HVR lets you integrate high volumes of data to the cloud non-stop for fast and fresh decision making. So today's subject, Salesforce Q1 coming up in a couple weeks, and I'm wondering if they're going to catch a little industry fever here as they move into their reporting for their first fiscal quarter, or their first quarter of their fiscal year. A year ago in Q1, Salesforce reported almost $4.9 billion in revenue for the quarter, and their growth was up 30%, a remarkable performance by Salesforce then. And I would ask you, this is going to be the answer to a trivia question. Well, what was the last quarter that Salesforce's quarterly revenue was under $5 billion? There it is. It's certainly not going to be under $5 billion this quarter. And there's a good chance that Salesforce will crack $6 billion in quarterly revenue for the first time here. So what are some of the things going on in the company that's driving that sort of growth? Clearly, they're pushing their customers 360 philosophy and platform harder than ever before. They've also swung in with recently a digital 360 approach that ties in a lot of the vertical industry capabilities as well. Tableau and MuleSoft continue to be bigger and more important parts of the Salesforce business. I'm sure that Mark Benioff's going to talk a lot about that. But I think as well, the industry cloud play that Salesforce is the number one, after all, on the industry cloud top 10 list, where they've got a $2 billion run rate. And then also, I think it is increasingly becoming a new focus for the company. And let me tell you a little bit about David Schmaier, who is their president of products. So David came to Salesforce about a year ago with the acquisition of Velocity, which was a very purpose-built company that offered Salesforce a lot of new industry-specific capabilities. So it's been fascinating that David Schmaier now has been named the president of products for the entire Salesforce company, not just the industry-specific category, but the whole company. So that's, I think, one of the reasons that I've pegged Salesforce as number one in the industry cloud top 10, because this is specifically going to be one of the approaches where they attempt to unify and give customers the greatest value from their traditional cloud products as well as from their new cloud products. On top of that, they've got coming up in a couple of weeks, early June, what they're calling their industry summit, where they're going to get a lot of new ideas out about how they're going to try to grow there. I also wanted to mention something quickly about their $2 billion annualized revenue run rate for their industry cloud. That number was put out by Salesforce about 6 months ago. Wouldn't surprise me if that number is now more up in the range, possibly as high as $2.5 billion annualized revenue run rate for their industry cloud business. And maybe Mark Benioff or somebody will offer a little insight on where that stands now. Thanks for being with us here at Cloud Wars Minute, our news and commentary show, and I hope you have a great day.